What's going on, everybody? Big news announced for the Mevo Plus. It is fusion tracking. What is fusion tracking? Let's talk about it. What's going on, everybody? Scott Hogan coming at you here. We're here in the office today doing a little bit of work, actually analyzing some stats, taking a look at some games, and my own game as well, as we I think we've reached the official end of the season here. So really getting some last minute stats dialed in, make sure we got the plan ready and getting ready to go. So if you're interested in having a plan and looking for things to be working on, make sure you check out our winter program down below or the coaching options as well. One thing I wanted to talk about real quick, FlightScope, they just announced today that there is a sale on the Mevo Plus. I know for some of you that's a bummer if you bought it, but they have a sale going today. I'm going to link it down below, and I'm going to put a code down below. If you feel obligated to use that, get your sale. This is the time to buy it. Good timing as we're going into the off season in the winter as you're going forward. So FlightScope Mevo Plus. FlightScope came out with this kind of mysterious email that they sent out, and they just said, hey, be watching our social media for a huge announcement in the next couple of days or whatever. And so then they finally had a social media post. It was on Instagram that I saw it, where they had Henry Johnson. He is their CEO, the founder of FlightScope. He announced that the Mevo Plus is going to be using fusion tracking. So fusion tracking is what they have on the X3 as well. So what it is the ability for the units to use their onboard camera to help get some of the data on shots. Now, for the X3, as far as I know, what it does mostly is help with ball flight, especially on shorter shots. But what happens is you're using data and you're getting data through tracking methods, right? And when you only have one source of tracking, it's a lot of information that needs to be captured in a very short amount of time. And so what you see and what has started to happen with pretty much every launch monitor that's kind of getting on the higher end is they have some way to dual track what is going on. So GC Quad, for example, they have multiple cameras in there to track, right? The GC2, if you want to track club and ball data, you need to get the HMT attachment, so you have two sources that are tracking different things. TrackMan 4 came out with the dual radar. FlightScope X3, they went with fusion tracking, which is a radar and camera tracking in one unit. So my experience with X3, this has actually been really good. It really works well indoors. It makes everything just a little bit tighter. Again, I think the Mevo Plus does a great job anyway, but everything just seems a little bit tighter on the X3, right? You just it's a little less like, hey, there's a weird thing right there, or there's a weird thing right there, which again, doesn't happen all the time, but it's just, I rarely see that happen on the X3. The other thing that I think will happen is you are going to see some possibilities for some more things coming out with, maybe, hey, the angle of attack is going to read better because you got two things tracking now, so they can be a little bit on the angle of attack for the club. Again, that's usually been pretty good, but if I do see something weird, even when I had like X2s and stuff, it would be on the angle of attack. I feel like just little things are going to happen, and then who knows what else possibly could be coming out in the future. So I'm excited to see it. I think it's only going to make it better. My one big thing that I have always been advocating for, the number one thing I would like to see is just improved driver indoors, just the spin rates, get a little bit off. So I think this has the possibility because, units like GC2, the camera, the photo-based units tend to read spin a little better indoors. So I'm kind of hoping that that's going to be where it goes. But that's all fusion tracking is. It's going to be something that it works, from my understanding and my conversations with FlightScope. It works on existing units. They just need to do some updates, firmware updates, to be able to make it happen. All the hardware is already in there, so it's not like you need to make some big adjustments. Now, we'll see what happens as we go forward, what's going to go on. Again, I think this opens up the door to some possibilities that are exciting, but we'll see as we go. Nothing's announced yet. So that's what fusion tracking is. Again, everybody's asked what that is. What was the announcement in the first place? That's it. Very excited for it. Very excited to be able to continue to get this unit to get the best out of my game. I'm extremely happy with the purchase, and it's just getting better and better as we go. So anyway, if you're looking for a Mevo Plus, check down below. They announced a sale starting today. This goes, it's not forever. I'll have the dates down below. And there is a code and a link down below that you can use that will get you that discount. All right, so make sure you check that out down below, and now's the time to order after this exciting news that's coming out. So thanks everybody for tuning in. If you have questions, we have more coming up with data parameters on Wednesday. People have asked for what type of data parameters should they set for different shots. I'll show those to you. And if you have any questions, please comment down below. Thanks everybody for watching. We'll catch you in the next one. Peace.